You look snatched.
I was going to say it's the Ozempic. I think it's the Vyvanse.
It's for sure the Vibance.
Here we go.
Okay, we are back. Welcome everybody to High Vibes,
Low tolerance.
Woo! We are virtual today. Hi, Jade.
Hi, Lindsay. I miss you.
I miss you too. I am here in Oregon. I had such a beautiful day. You would love it. I felt like Snow White in the forest. There was butterflies all around, and like it
Oh,
was just like the perfect day. I'm gonna send you so many pictures and videos. It truly was like magical. We went to a really big waterfall and Chai got in the water and he was so happy. It was like soul cleansingly good.
so when Chai gets in the water, does he drink it or no?
He does.
Does it
He
make him
drinks it.
sick?
This time, no, but like at in LA, we go to the ocean, we go to the beach, and he drinks the ocean and it makes him very sick. I think one summer you come out here with me and we'll do a day like that. And then we'll do the Oregon winery. Literally feels like you're like transported to Tuscany. It's so amazing.
Yes, please. I'm always down to go to a wine country, any wine
Yes.
country.
Yes. And this is one of the best ones in the country because you're so close to the city. You can like be there and explore so much in a day and still come back with a
That's
driver.
that's perfect. And yes, yes to a driver. Did I ever tell you about my bachelorette party?
No, no, I forgot. When you said that, I was like, bitch, you're not married.
Correct. No longer married.
Right.
Um, and I don't know the point of the story. We'll probably cut it out, but it happened and it was funny.
I saw wild strawberries out in nature today.
No, were they
Yeah.
little? They're so
Yeah. Yeah.
cute.
They're so cute. We took like pictures and vids of them too. I was
Guys,
so like one with nature.
I was about to say, you guys are so wholesome.
I know. I know. I literally felt like Snow White.
I love it. You look like the opposite of Snow White because you were
Maybe
blonde,
like
blonde, blonde.
Sleeping Beauty,
Yes,
but with
but
tats.
and not sleepy
Not sleepy.
because
But
of Vyvanse.
okay, you guys, Jade and I are medicated.
Slay. We talk about ADHD. We are finally
Yes.
medicated. We
We
talk
talk
about having like mental, I guess ADHD isn't typically a mental illness, but needing to address some of our mental issues. And
yeah.
we are medicated now.
Yeah. I'm almost medicated. I am medicated for other illnesses. I have meds for other afflictions.
That like I'm okay, let me tell you, Vyvanse has changed my life. I am no longer the sleepy princess that I used to be.
Oh my gosh. You guys, this is also not medical advice. We are just sharing our experience.
But literally, people who have executive function problems having to jump through a million hoops and call a million different people, your insurance, the pharmacy, the doctor, to get this prescription filled. It is just more than ironic that we're the people who need it the most and then can't do it because we can't get the medication to do the thing that we need to do. Not that I would be selling my medication anyway, but now that we've had to jump through so many hoops to get it, there is no way that I will let even one of those pills go. Those are all mine.
No, and
Those
I'm
are
not going
mine.
to lose them. I'm going to stay on top of my refills. Like now that the prescription exists,
Yes.
girl.
Congratulations.
Oh my gosh. So, how are you feeling? Tell me more about this life changing new shift.
I feel like for the neurotypical people in the audience, they're just going to be like, yeah, that's a typical weekday, but I can just get stuff done now. And it's not even like the Jesse Spano, oh, I'm so excited, like caffeine pill thing. It's just, I'm not afraid of sitting down. It used to be, there's like the meme that for ADHD, the biggest enemy is just sitting down. And once you sit down, you're stuck. You doom scroll, you take a nap, you do whatever. And it's not because you're lazy. It's just that I don't even know what it is. But now I'm not afraid of sitting down. I can get back up again and still be motivated to do things. I will sit down and go, I'm going to stand up now and finish X, Y, or Z project. I am
Yeah,
not familiar with that feeling, and I am very
I'm
grateful
not
for it.
either. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. I'm so happy for you.
I'm really excited for you. And the cutest old person just walked by your window, just sort of like slowly power walking. It was very cute.
Oh, they're in such a bright outfit.
Very, very bright. I couldn't not look. Yeah, I've been on it for a week. I don't think it's activated my anxiety, but I've also been on vacation and dealing with some like some like dating stuff. So I think my levels have just been sort of all over the place anyway.
Yeah.
And I just started my period.
I'm on mine and I want to die. Today is the first day I don't want to die.
Oh my God, congratulations
Thank you so much.
on finding the will to live.
It's back for another 22 days.
I was definitely at work yesterday, so crampy, and just thinking to myself over and over, I want to fucking die. And I was just like, hey, don't. But also, it was all I could think of.
But you do. And like, even though you know what it is and why that feeling's there, it nothing makes it feel better. Like it's like knowing that it's going to go away in a couple days doesn't, it's no comfort.
Yeah, no, knowing that even when you know the cause, it's like anything else. It's like going
Yeah.
through, a breakup, going through whatever. You know the cause, you know it's temporary, and yet you still feel all the feelings.
Yes. Well, I am feeling better. I hope you're feeling better.
I am feeling better. Thank you.
Can I tell you about my tarot reading?
Yes, please.
Okay, so not last night, but the night before. So I'm up here in Portland staying with friends while I work. So I am working all week except for today. Today I have my day off, and my friend Sarah is like, we always do tarot every time I'm here. And we have the girls here, like I have Lola and Chai here with me, so like everybody's doing it. And we had just like kind of a magical tarot session and something like I'll show it to you when I get back home. My question was, how do I or should I best prepare for the nearest future? Like what's to come for the nearest future and all of this. And it said, this is the time for the end of anxiety. Like anxiety is not the main character anymore. And I'm like, it's so cool. And it's like, this is the time, like, you don't even really have to prepare. You just like move as you're doing because like things are changing and like your perspectives are changing. And I feel it so deeply. But it was like, this is the end of your anxiety.
Okay, I mean, jealous.
I have been manifesting no anxiety. I have it on both of my vision boards, like anxiety free, the end of anxiety, no more anxiety. And then my tarot card said that. Like it was just a very powerful reading. There's been like stressful things going on, like big things, a lot of things that maybe would have triggered my anxiety. But I feel so much more peaceful right now. I'm so happy. I'm so grateful.
I have never had a day in my life without anxiety, so let me know how it goes.
I will. The only thing I've been doing is my gratitude practice, my manifestation practice, and just like checking in with myself every day. That's all I'm trying to do. So maybe just keep trying to do that. And we'll do a tarot reading at my house because I have so many, I have all that stuff.
Yeah, I like how you said keep doing that stuff because I do it so sporadically, but it's time to get back in the habit.
It's just like a feel good thing, like in the moment, because it's just like, it's like a meditation. Like I actually can't meditate because I'm so anxious. I'm like, oh, like I don't like it. But when I focus on my gratitude, I can do that. And I leave those little sessions for myself, whether I'm having them out loud with someone else or just like kind of saying them to myself. I feel as though I just meditated. I think because I don't meditate.
I don't meditate. I also find yoga very boring.
I I hate yoga. I don't hate it, but like to regularly go, no. Like every once in a while, I might like a nighttime yoga class.
Be honest, people who do yoga and have these amazing yoga bodies, do you really only do yoga? What else are you doing? I know like abs are built in the kitchen, whatever, but truly, I have never found yoga to be a workout, and I'm willing to be wrong, but I just find it to be so boring and only challenging because it's boring.
Right. I think that Pilates is really challenging and
I feel like regular Pilates, you're just kind of lying there.
reformer Pilates,
Yeah, Mega Former Pilates is the only one I like. Reformer Pilates is like,
girl, not the one that I do.
oh, really?
My like abs are quivering, my legs are quivering. Like I am like, it's like a workout.
And this is not me saying, oh my gosh, I'm so strong. This is just, I'm going to the wrong reformer classes
I
because
think you are.
I must be because I
I
love Legree.
Yeah, Legree is such a sleigh. I
Oh,
have had though, like, because I go to High Mat, and I've had a couple of the girls that I go to Pilates with there tell me that they left their Pilates studio because a couple of the instructors who are at High Mat now came to High Mat, and they're so good. They're so, so good.
I will give it another chance, maybe, but then also I know that I love Legree and I love the way
Yeah.
my body is jello for 2 days after.
Yeah. I feel like it really gives you abs.
It gives me personally abs for
Yeah,
sure.
you. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. Like when you
yeah.
like go to LaGrea, I'm like, I can tell because you have abs. Yeah. That's how I am with Reformer Pilates. At High Mat though, I haven't in LA anyways. I haven't taken any other Pilates classes, but they are effective. But I think you definitely need the right studio.
Yeah.
Actually, I tried what's that like chain Pilates place that I tried it one time and I was like, this was dumb. This was such a waste of my time and money. I was like, how what why do people do this? Like yoga.
And again, I'm pretty strong. I surf every day, whatever. But man, I mean, like I have a ways to go. I went to Legree for the first time in months and months the other day, though, and I was so humbled and I was sore probably until yesterday.
It's
But
the best. I love feeling that like pain after a good workout. It's
uh,
nothing better.
it's so good.
It's
It's
so
so
good.
you know what else is so good though?
Tell me.
A boo boo.
Wait, I really wanted to grab mine.
Grab it.
It's going to take me 2 seconds. I'm going to run downstairs. This is a quick pause. I tried to get soy milk, but she was being stubborn and didn't want to get off my bag. So I just brought this girl, Lychee Berry. Here she is. Also, when I ran downstairs, my friend Sarah is on the Pop Mart app right now and it's live. There's ones going right now.
Oh, slay. I have my Labubu on my bag, so I have my Lafufu. It's not her fault that she's so wonky, so we love her anyway. It's like a weird little dog. It's not their fault. We love them.
We love them. I kind of want to get a Lafufu for my dog for his harness.
Oh, that's cute. Maybe I'll put it on Cricket. She'll hate it, but I don't care.
Last night the Pop Mart app was going crazy and Lola got two.
What?
She got two and her friend Kate got one. And
Wow.
my client Crystal got the secret. She got the rare one, the big into energy rare one with the rainbow teeth. And one of my clients got one too. Like last night it was popping. And I had no luck, but Lola got the one. She got luck, the one that I want.
Cute. So are you gonna steal it from her?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I made her buy it. Like I already paid her for it. It's mine. She got
She
two.
doesn't need two. She needs one. You can have
Right.
one.
I already bought her other one because she has green grape, who she renamed to Wasabi, which is cute.
I think that's better.
It is. Who wants to be named green grape?
I don't.
I don't either.
I have an ick.
Tell me.
I just really can't stand when you can hear people, especially guys, let's just say guys, but it's just anybody when they're wearing flip-flops and you just hear them shuffling along the sidewalk. I live in a place where you can hear that, and people just walk down my street, they go to the beach, and you just hear like, shh, 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 and it's just like, pick up your feet, dude. Just
Yeah.
pick 'em up.
I have an ick that's it embodies that because it's part of that.
Yeah,
Flip-flops in general.
fair.
They're disgusting.
I'm a block from the beach.
At the beach, it's fine. That's what they're for. But like as a shoe,
They're not a shoe.
it's not a shoe.
And also, men's feet should be hidden away.
No one needs to see that.
No. I firmly believe that. And I tell men that.
Yeah.
Not at the beach, like that's fine. But again, nobody wants you in a sandal, dude.
No, cover that shit up. Also, which is like very similar in my ick of shoes. Maybe I'm just really icked up by shoes, is Crocs. I
Yeah.
think they're unacceptable in all areas. People are like, oh no, like I'm a chef and I work in a kitchen. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. I'm a nurse. I don't care.
Are they safe to wear in a kitchen or a
I
nursing
think they're I
home?
think they're like non-slip.
But I feel like, what if it like a boiling water or a needle just poked you?
Yeah, right? See? So many hazards.
But
Don't wear them.
we appreciate our chefs and our nurses, so y'all wear what you want to wear. But also, I don't like them.
But also they look disgusting.
I do have a friend who is very proud of his Crocs, and I just say, we can beep that out. I say, gross. I don't like them. I'm not impressed by them. Ew.
Yeah. No. I have something that's kind of like fun to share.
Please.
Wait, I kind of already told you about this, but the viewers don't know, and I can't name names, but there's a pretty like A-list celebrity who's into me, and I think I'm just gonna lean in for the plot.
I am so into this for you. And when you told me you had tea and then you told me what the tea was,
Yeah.
I would not have imagined it. I'm not surprised, but I would not have imagined it. And I think you should definitely lean in.
Yeah, I'm gonna lean in. This person has a lot of swag, and that's why I think I'm even entertaining it. Because I also think that the only reason there's interest is because I give off like I don't care vibes. And I'm like, you know what? Let's see what a first date looks like with someone who is worth $30 million. That sounds fun.
I think that you'll have a great dynamic until you start caring because that is the classic. That was something else I was going to talk about is attachment.
Okay, let's hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The,
I
that,
mean, do you think I would? I'm not going to say who this person is, not yet, because we don't know. We're at the beginning stages, you guys. But do you really see that happening with this person? A caring from me. They're 5'9".
okay, here's my thing though. I think you should definitely do it for the plot.
No, I am.
I know you are, and just
But
take.
do you think the caring feelings will like happen?
I
But it
don't know.
doesn't matter.
I don't think it matters right now. Who cares?
I don't care.
I know. But I do think, yeah, do it for the plot, but just be warned that the plot always thickens and we don't always love a thick plot.
I don't. I like a thin plot that ends so I can go on to another plot. Okay, but with attachments, tell me what you're thinking. Why have you been thinking about that lately?
Oh, I think, and this kind of, it's a lot of different stuff that has been rolling through my head, but I do think that when you spend time single, you can do a lot of growing, you can do a lot of healing, etc. And then I do think that there are other parts of yourself that can only be worked on when you're in a relationship. And I
Mm.
think the attachment style part is one of those things. I think it's super easy to be securely attached to yourself, right? Or just kind of be secure. And then when you get into relationship, I think it's extremely easy. Just like when you go back home, right? You slip into old patterns, you slip into what you know, you slip into modes of being that you don't necessarily identify with on a day-to-day basis, and you don't necessarily even think about slipping back into. I think the same can be said with relationships. And I think for me, I tend now more towards being more securely attached, but I do think that it's a spectrum, and so much of attachment is relative to the other person.
I feel like for a while, attachment styles were like the thing. They were like, oh, well, they're avoidant. So that's just they're avoidant. And you kind of wear this as like this badge that identifies you as who you are in this relationship or in general. But really, it's very nuanced and it very much like is affected by a multitude of factors. So, like your attachment style, I could be anxious with one person and very avoidant with another. It just really depends. And really, like, I've noticed just even with like social media and people I follow or read like their books about relationship stuff and like human interaction, it's gotten a little bit more away from just the attachment style because that's such a weird, like black and white way of addressing human behavior.
Not only is it not fixed because it's relative to who you're in relationship with, you are a human adult person. You can work on things, you can grow, you can work on what triggers you to be more avoidant, anxious, etc. Now everybody's obsessed with everybody being a narcissist. And yes, I'm sure there are more narcissists uh, around these parts than in general. But like, I'm sorry, just because that guy is an asshole doesn't make him a narcissist.
I think there's a really big difference between narcissistic behaviors or traits and someone being a narcissist. Like a narcissist is a full blown personality disorder that affects pretty much everything. And just because you're experiencing someone displaying like narcissistic traits like within a dynamic doesn't really mean that they're a narcissist. It's just fun to call them that because they're probably pissing you off.
But also, I think when you do that, much like the attachment styles, when you assign some label to yourself or someone else, it gets you out of doing that work, right? Because I think if you just say that person's a narcissist, it sort of it absolves you of any work that maybe you could do on yourself or just ways that you showed up or saying, "Hey, okay, well, why did I put up with that? Like, what is it that it triggered in me? What were the wounds that it triggered in me that kept it appealing for me?"
Yeah. I was married to a narcissist, and I remember she used to tell me that I was a narcissist in order to absolve her. Like, but I didn't like say that to her because I actually was not familiar with like all the ways in which a narcissist behaves. She was a horrible person, but that was the extent of which I knew. Like, but she would call me a narcissist to absolve herself of me trying to, work with her terrible behavior. But that was fun. I'm just proud of us for not being narcissists.
I'm also proud of us not being narcissists, although I will say it's much like I don't know if you ever listened to the This American Life episode where they do the psychopath test, and the biggest indicator that you are not a psychopath is that you're worried about if you might be a psychopath or not. And if you're worried about it, you are not one.
I'm not like worried because I know I'm not.
What else? Can you win a breakup?
Yes,
Tell me.
you can absolutely win a breakup. Anytime you get the last word, you won. I try to always make sure that I get that. When I am done, I know I'm done. And that is winning to me because I probably because of my Capricorn tendencies and like characteristics, when you reach that point, it's just like it's the point of no return. You can't come back. So I feel like that's winning for me. And it's usually like I will get the last word in, probably because I block them, put them in the graveyard, and.
Okay, I love the graveyard. We should explain what this is. So,
Okay. Okay. So, real quick, here's how you send someone to the graveyard. And this is when you know you're done, done. It's not when you still have stuff to pick up from their house. It's not when you're still feeling nostalgic because there might be a time when you have an itch to scratch and you have to reach back out to them. Okay. It's when you know you're done. Oh, and when you know that you need to trust yourself enough to be done. So, yes. So, it's done. You go to your messages and where they are in the messages, you delete all history. Save what you need to, screenshot what you need to, just in case. You never know. Always save receipts. Okay. You delete the history, all of it. Then you go to your contact list in your phone. You go to them in your phone. You delete their name. And instead, you make their contact the RIP emoji, the gravestone emoji. That's it. RIP, they're in the graveyard. That's the graveyard. That's where it lives on my phone.
and this is not necessarily people that you've dated. It is you've met them, you've talked to them. They like I would imagine Cardboard Kate is in the gravestone list.
Cardboard Kate is in the graveyard. Absolutely. But yes, there's my stalker is in the graveyard.
Yeah.
Okay. But for a while, she wasn't because I had to keep track of when she would reach out. So, one of the things about the graveyard, they always come back. Remember how we've talked about the people always be coming back? Is so when they text you, they're going to be like, hey, what's up? Hey, happy birthday. Hey, thinking of you. And you're going to look.
Birthdays.
And it's like, you don't know who this is because they're in the graveyard. So it doesn't like, you shouldn't interact with people who are back from the dead. That's scary.
We're not dating zombies, okay? We're not.
Girl, no, we are evolved.
I was actually talking to somebody recently who is being not stalked, but harassed by a man. And I was like, oh, my best friend went through having a stalker that she dated briefly. And it's so hard to get a restraining order. And she's like, actually, it wasn't that hard for me to get a restraining order. And I think that it's because it's a man
Yeah.
and on
Yeah.
like, man to woman.
Yes, that is 100% why. When I finally got mine, I finally spoke to a female cop who helped me. She is the only one that believed me. And she was the only one that took it seriously when I told her that I was being stalked by this like ex-girlfriend of mine. And literally nobody I talked to believed me. They were like, sorry, there has to be like an intent to harm. That's like, and like it was awful. It was awful.
I think when you're ready to share that story, I mean, it's the good, the bad, and the restraining order.
Yeah, our first episode titled on that whole story that we never even got to because tech.
Ugh, tech. Should we do lightning round?
Okay, so if this is your first time you're chiming in, this is the first episode you're joining us. Jade and I like to do a little lightning round part of the show where we spout off different things and we tell each other if they're gay or straight. I'll go first.
Okay.
Envelopes.
Straight.
Yeah. Stanley's. We did that one once.
We did. And I think that they're, see, I think of you having one. So then I'm like, oh, they're gay. But I think
I don't have one.
you don't have one?
No, I hate them.
Oh, you have the Starbucks tumblers.
Yes, I have my emotional support water bottle. Let me be
Yes.
clear.
They're not Stanley. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. That's like me saying you have Crocs and you're like, no, no, no.
No, no, no. I do not have a Stanley, but they're straight.
They're
But I
straight.
think once I said they were gay because I think of Frankie Grande and I see him all the time, and he has a purse for his Stanley, and he's the gayest person I know.
That is pretty gay.
It's gay, and it has like charms and probably now a Labubu on it. Like he leans in. We love that.
I stand that. That's cool.
Yes. Okay. Aviator Nation.
So straight
Yeah.
and
Um,
appropriative.
really? Oh, the tribal stuff. They're so
Yeah.
soft. Shoot. Microphones.
Gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially these pink ones. Do you guys like these?
They're pink and yet they're not as phallic as the other pink one that we had.
Yeah, but they are gay.
They are gay and we love that for
I
them.
love it. Let me pick one more. No, that's all I got.
Okay. Succulents.
Gay. They like change colors and like they're cool. They're like very individual.
This horse statue.
The gayest statue I've ever seen.
I'm bedazzling her. So she's very gay.
She's pride level gay.
Over ear headphones that aren't Beats.
Straight.
These are Sony. Like that just feels very straight to me.
It feels very straight man.
It is straight, man. I will say I bought them in the era when I was doing surf air and flying to and from San Francisco many times a week, like a tech bro. So,
Oh, see? Yeah. Prime Day is coming up. I saw it in my app. We got to get you some pink beats.
I am not happy or proud of this, but I have been experiencing such an Amazon addiction right now. And I know
Is it the Vibance?
the Vivance is making me do it. It's not my fault. Well, next time, let's talk about that. Let's talk about boycotting. There's just been so much going on in the world, you guys. And I feel like
I
there are
know.
ways that we can do our part. And then some ways I think are more performative than others. And I think we should kind of get into a little bit of that next.
Definitely. Definitely. And this is like more so just to give you guys a little razzle dazzle while I'm out of town and stay consistent. But we do have like, I love our list right now of topics. We're very much getting in our zone. I heard from somebody else this morning that they're really enjoying the podcast and that we were really spot on about Fletcher.
You were spot on about Fletcher. I was just spot on about listening.
But you were spot on because they also mentioned what you said about like, is this real? Is this like rage bait? Is that what this is? But they said our take on it was like spot on.
You know, I saw a dog back there and was
I
like,
know. I was like, who is it?
well, I'm so glad things are resonating with you guys and we really appreciate you. And
Yes, please just keep keep listening, of course, but even more so, anytime, like I love getting the texts from you guys. Don't stop that. But if when you send a text and let us know how you're liking the podcast, how you're enjoying it, how it's inspiring you. I had another client tell me it's inspiring her to manifest. She was like, I love that stuff. I have like I believe in it, but she has two small children and she's like, I am taking the time to do this for myself and it just feels really good. So we inspired her.
Like I said at the beginning of the episode, I have not been doing my practice. So thank you for the reminder. Thank you for the
Yes.
encouragement. And you're,
Yeah.
oh,
Thank you for talking about it with me because I love talking about it too. And I know you love that shit. It's real. I know you know it's real.
I
So
know it's real.
also leave a comment. Like rate the podcast. It helps so much in terms of visibility. Like I want them to say it, you know, I want other people to be able to see how it's special for them. I feel good that I'm more high vibes than the last one because I was so pissed off about our sound. This is actually probably the best our sound's ever done. And it's like we're virtual. It's so fun.
It's so fun. And also, you guys, we keep you guessing because since when has there been a format that's been like the last one? There hasn't been.
Bye.
Anyway, I love you so much, Lindsay.
I love you too. I love all of the listeners. Thank you guys for joining us this week. And we will be back at it next week with another episode of High Vibes, Low Tolerance.
Stay vibey.